Alice Cooper is in town. He's in Gävle in Sweden, and Playalong's guitar teacher Ryan Roxie is in the band. So let's see what he has to say about something. Hello Ryan, how you doing?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Welcome to our world.
So you played Gröna Lund yesterday?
Gröna Lund was one of the best shows of this year's European tour, by far. The crowd was into it, knew all the words, so I'm hoping tonight up in Gävle they know the words as well. I'm sure they do.
Cool. And then you're going to continue down in Europe?
Well, this is our last show of the European tour. We take a whole 10 days off. That's our biggest break this year. And then we go over to the States and tour with Motley Crue, basically all the way until December. Very few breaks in between, but we're pretty much working from July to December for the rest of the year.
So a long tour.
A long but satisfying tour.
Yeah, cool. And as usual, you played your Gibson guitars?
Well, I got the recipe for rock and roll. I mean, it's a Les Paul through a Marshall amp, and until someone shows me or proves me different, that's what I'm sticking to. It's kind of like Alice Cooper. It's a classic rock, and this is a classic setup.
Can we have a sneak in?
Yeah, come on, check out my world. Come on, check out. Unfortunately, you can't check out the pedal board because it's in front of the stage, and right now there's a bunch of people waiting.
Right.
But come over here and check out the back.
Oops, there she is, and there he is.
Most importantly, you got Warren T.
This is Warren T.
Hi, I'm Warren. I take care of guitars for Ryan Roxie.
One of the best guitar techs out there. You know, just ask him. No, just ask anybody. Actually, he's legendary. Warren T. Who else have you teched for besides me?
Well, before this was Johnny Lang, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Mastodon, Blondie, blah 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 blah.
Basically, Warren's been working.
Cool.
Warren works
Since about 1987.
So here we go. This is my amp setup. This is our wireless units and just some classic JCM 800s. That's what I love to play through. And like I said, classic combination. Les Pauls or Gibsons through Marshall. Sounds good. And these are all the different guitars that I use, all the different Gibsons. I use 6 different Gibsons in this show. Maybe 7 coming out on the American tour. I might add one more, but right now I call it the Gibson Big 6. And that's the Les Paul, the SG, the 335, the Flying V. I don't know if you can catch if I'm going too quickly for you. And come on over to this world, and you got the Firebird over here, and then you got the Explorer as well. And this is an Epiphone Explorer, but I consider it part of the Gibson family of brands, and it looks just as cool. It looks exactly like a Gibson Explorer as well. It's an Epiphone.
So, but it's not just about guitars and amplifiers. It's the fingers.
Well,
and the ears.
Well. And the scarves and the hat, I guess. I don't know. No, I always think that tone, no matter what people talk about, true tone, is basically the heart and the head telling the hand what to do, and telling the drum tech to say hit louder. No, but it's the heart and the head telling the hand what to do.
Yeah. How do you prepare yourself before a show? Do you warm up your fingers or?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I don't go crazy because I know that we're going to be playing a pretty long set anyway. Basic scales. The most important thing I do to warm up for a show basically is get together with the other 2 guitar players that are Nita Strauss and Tommy Hendrickson, and we get back together on the small amps and we just go through a few of the songs. Practice the parts, because there's 3 guitar players in Alice Cooper. Practice the parts and then practice some of the vocals and then get on our outfits or whatever. I'm not even dressed yet, so I got to go get dressed. But put on our makeup and put on our goggles and get ready to rock and roll.
Cool. And why did you become a guitar player?
Why did I become a guitar player?
Because
I can't think of a better job. I can't. I mean, when people think about what kind of dream jobs are out there, I can't think of one that gives me more opportunities to see the world in such a truly amazing way. Plus, I love playing guitar. You know, in front of large audiences, seems like the perfect fit. I wanted to be the posters on my wall when I grew up, and I'm still trying. So that's the good news. With rock and roll, you're always still trying.
And the posters on your wall was...
The posters on my wall were bands like Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
I had Kiss up there. I had Brian May from Queen. So these classic rock artists, but you know, anybody that hands the torch on to the next generation of rock and rollers, those guys inspired me. Hopefully I can try and inspire a new generation of guitar players as well, and so on and so forth. As long as guitars remain in the forefront of all music, then I can sleep well at night, knowing I did my job.
Yeah. Cool. Any tip, for a kid who just started to play guitar and he wants to become you or someone else?
Any tips?
Yeah. For him to
the tips I have for wanting to become a musician is choosing to become a musician. All right, you choose to do whatever you want to do in life, but when you've chosen it, then there's no deviation. It's okay to have a backup plan, but don't focus on anything. Just know there might be a backup plan, but this is your goal, and keep doing it. Do something every single day to further your career towards becoming a musician, whether it's practicing or whether it's promoting yourself or whether it's just thinking about it and visualizing it.
Yeah. Nice said.
I don't sound too hippie-ish, but I was born in the 60s, so I tend to sound a little hippie-ish once in a while now. At least that's what my kids say.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Play Along
And
Music.
like I said, just keep on supporting Play Along and all the video lessons that they have to offer, because I think there's a cool way of learning and inspiring way of learning, and we'll continue to roll out and come up with new ways to keep you inspired.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good show.
Looking forward to see the show. Bye.
Bye.